Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to another edition of the Mega Man X 100% tournament for SG Live. We have an interesting and kind of special match today. This is a four-way, but we have two different matches with two different requirements here. So on the top row, we have our winners final between Demulant and Juiceboy. This is actually a best-of-3 match between these two fine competitors. The bottom row, Laseki versus Fly, is the losers round 4 matchup. That is a best of 1. So after this race has concluded, we will continue on with Demulant and Juiceboy for game 2 of the winners final. The winner of the Laseki Fly match will play Poison Curls in the losers quarterfinals. So just so there is no confusion as far as that goes, but nevertheless, let us settle in for some exciting Mega Man X 100% action here between these four very good players. Three of them actually have PBs very close to one another. Demulant has a 35-24, which is tops for these four players. Juiceboy is 35-32. Fly is 35-44. Laseki is a little bit behind them with a PB of 37-26. So, but in a race setting, you know, PB will only take you so far. It's really going to come down to your execution and your nerves for some of these tricks and what have you. So, you know, while it's great to have a PB, you still got to close it in a race. Races are very different than you know, what you normally would get out of practice. So we'll see how our runners can capitalize on what they know and what they are capable of doing, as all of them get to Vile at pretty much the same time. Looks like Fly, Juice, and Laseki were the first two to it. Demulant and Fly not very far behind though, so we've got a lot of sync in the opening 2 minutes of this race. So we'll see what happens. The next 3 to 4 stages will be quite telling, especially if we have a route divergence, or if you know, like Iceless and Kuwanger's stage causes some hiccups for a few of our runners. Correct, Stahlbolz, and yes, that was highlighted at the beginning, but just to reiterate, Demulant and Juiceboy will continue after this race is completed because their match is a best of 2 out of 3. Laseki and Fly is a single elimination game, a winner-go-home match. So far, about what you'd expect in Chill Penguin. A lot of you know, precise jumps and platform movements. Juiceboy having a very slight lead here in the early goings, maybe a second and a half as we get to our first Dr. Light capsule, where they're going to increase their movement and their speed. One of the biggest things if you're going to be a Mega Man X speedrunner is to master this acceleration and being able to jump precisely and really take advantage of the platforming. You know, it's absolutely critical, especially as you start moving from like sub-hour to 50 minutes and then eventually to 40 minutes in this category. So we're into Chill Penguin, and right now we have some interesting bits of RNG here. You know, the main thing is you don't want him sliding on his belly too often. You want him, you know, creating his sculptures and really, you know, keeping himself vulnerable. A nice point-blank shot by Juiceboy and Laseki and Fly doing the same, and Demulant bringing up the rear by only about a second or two, but slight problem on Demulant's screen, looks like. There we go. Alright, so as I kind of thought, based on their PBs, Laseki is going to do Eagle second. The other three runners are going to do Kuwanger. Ah. Thank you, chat, for pointing that out. Appreciate it. So, nice time save. Then Laseki, yeah, because he's not going for a Kuwanger second, will not be able to do Magic Carpet, which will slow him down. So it's a small price to pay, but this will be a chance for Fly to really gain some time, especially if Iceless goes well. Laseki getting the E-Tank. Already picked up the health upgrade. Laseki kind of waiting it out a little bit, so the other three are going up the ladders here. Laseki picking up the helmet upgrade. All right, here we go. Oof. Demulant and Juice both trying to get it. Neither successful so far. And Demulant's the first to get it. Got, I think, on like the 7th try. So very nicely done. Juiceboy and Fly also successful. Juiceboy having some trouble here. He's got to hurry it up. He's really starting to lose time. There it is. Very nice job by Juiceboy. So, alright, so Iceless successful, but Juiceboy is behind a bit here on Demulant, Fly, and Laseki, both at their respective Mavericks at the same time. And both of them doing a nice job getting some charge shots in. Now, we'll see what kind of RNG Laseki's going to get from Storm Eagle. Getting a lot of dive bombs here. And oh boy, Demulant taking a death. Oof. That offsets the trouble Juiceboy had doing Iceless, so Juiceboy takes the lead. And a lot of dives for Laseki, but he finally finishes him off. So we've got ourselves some interesting circumstances here, and Fly is now heading to Sting Chameleon. So Laseki heading to oh no, Fly taking the death there in Chameleon. Juiceboy picking up an extra life there. Something Demulant and Fly are going to have to work on. Yeah, it's Demulant, another death there. So Laseki was successful in getting the X-Buster upgrade and the E-Tank. Okay, so everybody is all set on their hearts. Just took a little bit of doing there. So Demulant and Juice are in the same spot. So Laseki now at the third, his third Maverick. Flame Mammoth, Fly going on to take on Sting Chameleon. Nice job by Laseki using a Storm Tornado to get rid of Mammoth, so that's a nice result. Demulant grinding through the tunnel. Juiceboy picking up that extra life. Gonna have to get another one along the way, probably an Armadillo's stage when after the fact. Fly got a little twisted around. Well, Fly's got very little boomerang ammo, so he kind of had to adjust and compensate there. Laseki now heading to Kuwanger's stage with Shotgun Ice upgraded ability. Will have a much easier time going for that health upgrade than Fly did. But when he gets now, we'll see if Magic Carpet can give Fly that edge he needs to keep Laseki at bay after kind of a rough go of it in Sting Chameleon, and Demulant and Juice are gonna have to hope for the same, and their opponent to have some troubles. Fly getting the health upgrade. Alright, there's the Magic Carpet. And just ride that along for a while. If all goes well, we'll be taking this about through about 80% of this stage. Alright, so there it is. I'm having a hard time catching up with all of this movement. Alright, Juice getting health upgrade and also getting Magic Carpet. So Laseki, as you can see, because of the route he chose, having a much easier go of that Iceless. 3 carpets, yeah, you love to see it. So because of the kind of the differing routes here, it's going to be a little difficult for the moment to tell who exactly is in the lead. Until we really get to 8. Ooh, Laseki getting thrown into the ceiling there. He's got to be careful. We've already seen Demulant die to Kuwanger. So, yeah, the one benefit of doing Chameleon ahead of the way they did it is Storm Eagle is weak to Chameleon's weapon, so this makes it a much quicker fight than it would be with Buster. So, still got to deal with some RNG here with those dive bombs. Fly didn't have too much. Fly got plenty of them, but no problem. And they can take some body blows because they got the armor upgrade and Chameleon stage. Nice off-screen shot there by Juiceboy. Oh, Demulant guessed wrong. He shot right. He's coming from the left, but that's all right. So Laseki Spark Mandrill stage. Fly underway in Flame Mammoth. I think probably along with Chameleon the shortest stage of the 8 Mavericks. Successfully navigates the jump. So Juice has got probably about a 10 to 12 second lead, I'd say, on Demulant. Alright, so Fly successfully grabbing the E-Tank. Alright, all players successfully grabbing the X-Buster upgrade. It's a tough jump, and does take some practice to get right. Because if you mess it up, you have to do it. You have to pretty much start the stage over. I've seen that in a race already this year. Right, so Fly first to Fly's already at Mammoth. Laseki is now at Mandrill. And no problem there. And nice carom shot there by Laseki to finish off Mandrill. I don't think that was intended, but it looked pretty cool. Juice and Demulant coming to the screen coming to Mammoth about the same time. So some very fine play here by our runners this afternoon. Again, we have two different kinds of races here. Juiceboy and Demulant is the winners final. This is a best of 3. So immediately following this race, they will be continuing on with game 2 right after this. Laseki and Fly is a losers round 4 match. It's win or go home. So both players are putting everything they got into this, and Fly, because he's got Chameleon's weapon already, is going to just clean up Chill Penguin and grab that health upgrade. Juiceboy also and Demulant following right behind. Laseki, meanwhile, is in Armored Armadillo's stage. Where he will not only to get, I believe this will be his 6th Maverick, but will also be setting the tone for what is to come with the 100% upgrade, which is the Hadouken, which will require several deaths along the way. This will be the first later on, but the main thing is they have to see that top cliff on the top right-hand side. That's key. So Laseki has got it. And now Fly, Juice, and Demulant are all heading to Mandrill's stage. Ooh, a whole near miss jump there by Fly. Almost went into the pit there. Alright, so Armadillo's armor has been removed thanks to Electric Spark. Yeah, down it goes. So Laseki making good time here. Just 2 more Mavericks to go. Launch Octopus and Sting Chameleon. Fly. Second tries that health upgrade. Nicely done. A lot of tricky platforming here in Manville's stage. There's a lot of vertical movement, and a lot of corners that can kind of like interrupt your progress if you're not careful. So you really have to find kind of the seam, if you will, and really make it work. You know, speaking of tricky movement, nothing but tricky movement here in Octopus's stage. It can be a real chore to get through. So Fly having no trouble with Mandrill. Laseki kind of pulled himself behind the sub there and just blasted away from behind. Fly fading to black on Mandrill at 1916. Juice just finishing him off. We'll get some times here in a second on Demulant and Juiceboy. See where they currently stand. So Juice fades to black at 1936. And Demulant fades to black at 1943. So a 7-second difference between our runners. Very, very impressive. A very good time. Fly is the best time overall. He's about 20 seconds up on Juiceboy, but he's not racing against Juiceboy in this case, so he's racing against Laseki. Alright, so the 7th Maverick for Laseki. Launch Octopus. Main thing is just to avoid the vortex. Avoid his vortexes. You can take some damage with those torpedoes of his. The main thing is just stay away from the vortex. And very nicely done by Laseki, got some good RNG there to take him down with Rolling Shield. Fly riding the rails here. Gotta look at the cliff edge, so all good there. Another health upgrade for Juiceboy, just one more to go. Alright, so this is the last Maverick for Laseki. He opted not to do this third. His route is actually quite different from the other runners. Alright, Fly is done with Armadillo. Juice maintaining about that 7-second lead on Demulant right now. Yeah, well, I'll have a better idea after their 8th Maverick. I know Laseki hasn't done Chill Penguin, but that will at least give me an idea of, where everything stands. It was like, now Laseki just took out the mini-boss to get the armor upgrade. Very nice by Laseki. That's the health upgrade that always scares me when I play this game. Like, that's the hardest one for me. It's really tricky movement. Yeah, that is true. The Hadouken will probably be a good way to test, or when they end up in Armadillo's stage again. Oof. Fly just getting ahead of the spikes there. That was pretty close. Demulant looked like he had a little trouble with that sub. Juice taking care of the boat. Alright, so Laseki is about to take on Sting Chameleon. Fly heading to Launch Octopus. So just based on this, Fly is ahead of Laseki. Because Fly's also been to Chill Penguin stage, which Laseki has not. So that is really what I needed to see. So and Fly out at 23:28. So yeah, once they get to Laseki steps foot in Armadillo's stage again, I'll have a better and more accurate assessment of how big a difference we're looking at here. And Juice is at 23:47. And Demulant 23:55. So 8 seconds between the two runners in the winner's final, which is about what you'd expect considering their PBs are 8 seconds apart. Fly is actually looks like Fly has to go back for the health upgrade. He takes the safe strat this time. Alright, so Fly enters Armadillo at 24:30. And Laseki enters at 24:47, so a 17-second difference between Laseki and Fly. So we got ourselves a race here on both sides. Demulant and Juice are just a handful of seconds apart. Fly leads Laseki, but some troubles in the early game have kept Laseki in this. Laseki's played very well, in spite of having a very different route than Fly, but has held his own. And Fly actually had to double check and make sure he got the camera on that cliff edge. Yeah, it's about 7 to 8 seconds, based on what I've seen. So yeah, very close. Very close. This is going to be a good finish. This may well come down to some execution in the Sigma stages, as our runners are now, riding the rails and taking their deaths to get that Hadouken. Looks like Laseki actually maxed out on the E-tanks. All right, one more should do it for all our runners. And this should be the last one. Except for Laseki. I think Laseki has to do one more. I believe they did, yes. Juice is the first to grab the Hadouken at 26:57. Fly is second at about 27 flat. Demulant third at 27:05. So Laseki is going to be a little late, comparatively speaking, but again, definitely not out of this fight. Alright, so Sigma 1 underway. This next minute or so could be very important as our runners have to navigate a rather treacherous cliff edge, and Juice showing why it's so treacherous, but handling that platforming like a champ. Demulant, I think, got the setup a little off and had to kind of take a more conservative route, but still manages to get through. And again, as they did in the opening stage, they are damaging themselves enough to where they can just carry on and get paralyzed by Vile. And they're also doing a cutscene skip so they can save a few more seconds and not have to deal with, drama. It's like, oh, we're just going to find Zero in his, in his cage, and we'll just call it a day. So, Juice Boy first to Vile. Demulant and Fly got there at about the same time. Looks like Demulant needed a little more couldn't quite get that to click for him. Well, so the Hadouken here is a one-hit kill on all the bosses, and you're seeing it in action as Juice Boy had no trouble taking down Vile. Juice Boy is now going to be riding all of this momentum straight to the first refight with Kuwanger, and using Sting Chameleon to avoid taking damage, because the trick with Hadouken is you cannot use it if you are not at full health. Yeah, a pretty easy starter for the Hadouken. Oh, a double hit there. Fly took damage, but managed to get the shot off before getting hit by Kuwanger's weapon. So he will have to get some health back, but... Okay, and he got it, so all set. So Juiceboy taking on the Sigma 1 boss. Oh, we missed. So this is a chance for Demulant to catch up. Second try was successful. Alright, first try for Demulant and Fly. Laseki taking down Kuwanger. Alright, so fade to black for Juiceboy at 30-31. Fade to black, 30-38 for Fly, and 30-39 for Demulant. So we got 8 seconds separating 3 runners in this quad match today. And very nice job by Laseki finishing the job. Still staring at about a 30-second gap between our runners. And our bottom 2 runners, I'd say maybe a little bit more. Fly probably got 35 seconds. So Fly leads 30-38 to 31-13 after Sigma 1. Can he make up that gap? Absolutely. A lot of game to be played, and there are some tricky bits of maneuvering up ahead. So nothing is set in stone. Juice first to the Storm Eagle refight. Gets kind of a very faint... ooh! Laseki almost took damage to Chill Penguin, but manages to get him out on a one-hit kill there. It's about as close as you can get without actually taking damage, I think. The hallmark of an expert, I'd say. So... Alright, so the Sigma 2 fight. Good, alright. Alright, double one-hit shots on the 2 eyeballs. Oh, almost got a 1 cycle there. But finishes the job. Demulant not getting a lot of help from the RNG here. Fly finishing off the Sigma 2 boss. Alright, so... Yeah, Demulant's in trouble here. He's lost a lot of time due to some unlucky RNG. So it was like a 32-45 entering Sigma 2 for Juice. $32.55 for Fly. And Demulant looking at about a 33.06, so the gap widens here for Juice. Looking to take a 1-0 lead in the winners final. Juice was successful in the Armadillo skip using Shotgun Ice. Oh, he gets the ice. He gets the ice shot. So 3 Dillo skips and Juice getting the ice one-hit shot on Chameleon. Fly doing the same. And Demulant goes 3 for 3. Very nice. Very nice. 45 for Laseki. So almost a minute back, but, you know, still in here. Yeah. Torto Diego's like, that YOLO. Yep. Oh, and Laseki unfortunately cannot make it a 4 for 4 here. So, but is able to get the Hadouken on Armadillo. But yes, that unfortunately puts him even farther back on Fly. Fly well ahead here in Sigma 3. Juice just finished off Octopus. So just one more refight here against Mammoth, and then it's on to the Sigma 3 boss. Demulant gonna need some help here. And Laseki not gonna go for the Air Hadu here. It's gonna just play it with the boomerang, and Juice finishing off Mammoth. That's 8 for 8. Or really 7 for 7 since he didn't actually fight Armadillo, but you know, we'll let that go. Alright, so oh, he missed the Hadouken. Can he get it back up? Yeah, alright, there it is. So, avoids disaster, and Fly getting some good RNG there to finish off Sigma 3. Demulant. Oh, Demulant gets the quick shot here. So, Juice is out at 35-34. Fly is out 6 seconds later. Demulant out 35-45. So he got closer, but he's gonna need a little bit of help here, probably against Wolf Sigma to close the gap against Juice. Fly well on his way to moving on, take on Poison Curls in the losers quarterfinals, but not something you take for granted here. You don't want to make a mess of things. All right, phase 1 down. Fly, no problems. Demulant, also successful. Alright. Sigma down for Juice Boy. Now he's just got to close it out with Wolf Sigma. Start getting those GGs ready in chat. We got ourselves quite a finish here. Oh! He got thrown off, so he's gonna have to reposition himself. It'll be close between Juice and Fly for the overall winner. Juice is a little ahead here, and finishes the job. Juice finishing with an official race time of 37:05. Fly 1 second behind. 37:06 on the race time, and Demulant 37:13. Wow, 8 seconds for 3 runners. That's incredible. What a finish. So Juice takes a 1-zip lead here on Demulant, and Fly successfully moves on to the losers quarterfinals. And Laseki, though, a bit behind here, still putting on a very good performance. You know, it really comes down to those advanced strats, but Laseki doing a great job here in what will be his final match of the tournament. But still, have some more GGs ready as Laseki is ready to close this out. Ooh, looks like he missed a shot there. Alright, so Laseki finishing with an official race time of 38:37. So while not a win, still a very good effort. And we are joined by our winner, Fly, in the chat. GG.
Yo, thanks, man.
Well, that I know you weren't racing against Juice Boy and Demulant, but 3 races finishing within 8 seconds of each other. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, I don't know how their runs went, but like I had a really rough beginning. I missed like everything in the beginning.
Well, Juice had a hard time in Kuwanger's stage with the iceless, but Demulant actually died to Kuwanger, so that kind of threw them. That actually leveled them out. Demulant actually had like a 20-second lead, so that evened it out, and Juice pretty much led the rest of the way. No, Chameleon was giving everybody some bits, so that also, I think, put you guys back a little bit, but you know, the second half of the race was quite an exhibition.
Yeah, the latter half I feel like for me went pretty well. A few minor things went wrong, but pretty much from like booty grab on was okay. Or even maybe Mammoth. Mammoth went pretty well. I got the Phantom grab in Mammoth. And
Right.
if I didn't miss Dom Dukin, that would have been a big Sig 3 gold for me. Cause like I think my segment time was maybe like 4 seconds or 3 seconds behind my gold. And I got a high jump from Octo and I had to wait for Dom Dukin. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that would have been a gold.
But
yeah.
you know, in a race setting, you know, those little things like, you know, coming so close to your goals, you know, kind of gives you a real nice surge of momentum. Like, yeah, okay, everything's working here.
Yeah, I had to like I think around Mammoth or Armadillo. Going into Armadillo, I said to myself, I was like, I gotta settle it down. I'm missing a lot of dashes because like I missed a lot of dashes early on, and just some general bad play. But I had to dial it back in and you know take it a little bit slower, a little bit safer. So
Yeah, and that's the other kind of thing with the racing. It's like, yeah, in general, you just kind of have to like constrain yourself a little bit, just because you know you can't reset in these things. So, you know, but yeah, I agree. The last few minutes was very strong, and you know, well, Laseki was unable to join us, but you know, he had the different route from everybody else, but was keeping within range of you. I think it was only about 20 seconds back going into Sigma, but just had some bad luck and you know, some bad RNG, but kept very close to you throughout.
yeah, Fortress is tough. It's just a whole gauntlet of a lot of execution right in a row, and then it all culminates with you know Sigma 3, which is just you know you got Dillo Skip and Air Hotto and some pretty tight execution, and you know so it's a pretty rough segment of 4 stages back to back.
Yeah. So so you get to move on, and you will face Poison Curls in the in the losers quarterfinals. Thoughts on that?
I faced Poison. I lost to Poison last year in the finals, so Poison ended up winning. So I kind of want my revenge against Poison. But no, he all jokes aside, he's a insanely strong runner, and you know it could go either way. Yeah, he's really really strong, and he's a scary runner to race against. So
Yeah. Yeah, respect the depths, absolutely. So, well, congratulations, win, and good luck in the next round.
thanks, Pro. Yo, Demulant, Juice, good luck to you guys in your next few races.
Yes, absolutely. And yeah, so if you enjoyed this race, stay tuned. We've got more Mega Man X action going on. As Demulant and Juiceboy are actually playing a best of 3 here. So Juiceboy scored the game 1 win, so Demulant has to force a game 3 here with a win here to secure his bid for the grand final. So we are just getting started here, folks. So you know, take a quick break and have some water or whatever your drink of preference is, and we will be back with game 2 of the winners final between Demulant and Juiceboy in just a few moments.